welcome back to the channel. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna try and make this quick. I know I say that every week and never do, but I'm really gonna try and get this done like faster. Cause I want to get this out before the game this week. It's currently 4:07 Mountain Time. Game starts at 6:15, 6:25, one of the two. So I got a little over 2 hours. Hope I can get this out by then. Uh, yeah, I would have done this yesterday, and I think I'm going to start doing it on most Wednesdays. It's just with all the games maybe not being played, I'd like to get as much information as possible and let it, wait as long as possible, just so we have a better idea of what might happen. Also, yesterday I was sad. I was very sad yesterday, and for a lot of Tuesday, just with news of Eddie Van Halen dying. Very sad. Gonna not talk about that again because I don't want to make myself more sad than I already am. Anyways, uh, so this season, overall record 40, 22, and 1. The 1 being, of course, the Bengals and the Eagles game. All-time record is 204, 124, and 2. I passed the 200 win mark this past week. Why did I say year? I mean, not wrong. It's true, but more specifically this past week. So I'm happy. Hope I can do well this week. There are a lot of hard games for me this week, though. Yeah. Let's just get right into it. All the way to week 5 now. Man, this has gone so fast. Thursday night game. Game starts in a little over 2 hours for me. Hopefully, it's at least going up sometime during the game and it doesn't end up being tomorrow, so Friday. Anyway, so Buccaneers Bears. I picked the Bucks because the Bears. I don't know how I feel about the Bears. They're an inconsistent team. I do think benching Trubisky was the right move, but I don't know. Foles, I still also think is overrated. I don't think Trubisky's overrated. I think everyone at this point realizes he's not very good. But Foles is better, but he's still overrated and not very good. So they're going to be inconsistent. He can be good. There's a reason they won the Super Bowl, mostly because they had an amazing offense and defense that year with the Eagles. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get to the Eagles. So I don't know how I feel about the Bears. Their defense is really good, but I think Tom Brady will win again. They're really starting to come together. However, Tom Brady did throw his 4th pick 6 in the past 6 games he's played to Michael Davis, who went to BYU in college, so that makes me happy because I'm a BYU fan. Anyways, so Bucks over Bears. Panthers Falcons. This one was hard. I just think it's a short week for the Falcons, and by a day, but still short week. That might be all the edge the Panthers needed because it's going to be a close game. I think the Falcons are favored by 1. I think both these teams are pathetic and not very good. These are 2 of probably the worst 3. Well, I don't know. Either the Panthers or the Raiders have the worst defense. Falcons, I'd say, are definitely bottom 5. But I don't know. I just at this point in time trust Teddy Bridgewater more than Matt Ryan to win a game. I think Dan Quinn needs to be fired immediately for the Falcons. Yeah. So I have the Panthers winning this, but this might be the game I'm least confident in this week, though. Bengals, Ravens. Ravens. Lamar has missed 2 consecutive practices. He'll probably play, but just he might not. Small chance he might not, I guess. I do think it'll be a closer game than most people think it will be, because Joe Burrow, he's got to be a top 10 quarterback in the league. He's so good. watch the games and you'll realize, like, this guy is literally, like, he's, like, the future of the league. Or would be if Patrick Mahomes wasn't a thing. But, he's really good. Has a horrible offensive line, though, and if I'm the Bengals, I bench them, or bench him, whenever they play a good pass rush, so, like, the Steelers twice this year. But anyway, I know Ravens is pretty good, but it's not elite. But yeah, so I still have the Ravens winning. Jags, Texans. I have the Texans winning. I think getting rid of Bill O'Brien. Well, let me say this. Dumb. They should not have gotten rid of Bill O'Brien. They shouldn't. I say that they shouldn't have gotten rid of him. He's a great coach. He should have been the coach. They needed to keep him as the coach. But get him out of there as the GM. He does not need to be the GM. He is pathetic. Yeah, that Hopkins trade is like horrible. But he's a really good coach. I don't think that was the right move, but apparently players didn't like him. Watt got into an argument with him a few weeks ago. So, I mean, they're going to beat the Jags this week, I think, because the Jags aren't very good. Dolphins beat them. I'm a Dolphins fan, so I'm happy, but we aren't very good. Anyway, so Jags, Texans, I already said that. Texans, I guess, I don't remember who their interim coach is, but I think it's their defensive coordinator, but I could be wrong. Could be their offensive coordinator, could be someone else, I don't know. I think I still do believe that they will win the division, but if they're going to do that, they're going to have to beat teams like the Jags. I think they will, but if they don't, well, I don't think they will. They won't lose. I think they'll win the division. Just, I guess, now that they probably like their coach, they'll rally back. They had a horrible, like, they played, like, the first 3 games of the season for the Texans: Chiefs, Ravens, Steelers. Chiefs are the best team in the league. I don't think anyone will disagree with that, really. Ravens, I'd say 3rd best team. I think Packers have got to be 2nd at this point. And then the Steelers are probably, honestly, like, 5 or 6. Like, they had a, like, really hard start to the season. And the Colts have got to play. Well, I'm assuming that they're going to play most of those teams, just because the Colts division typically has pretty much the same schedule. So, I think the Texans will win the division, and that they'll beat the Jaguars this week. Raiders, Chiefs. Chiefs, I'm not going to spend any time on this. The Chiefs are the best team in the league. Raiders have a horrible defense. I am predicting a 40-plus point win. Not win. 40-plus points for the Chiefs. Blowout win. It's not going to be close. Cardinals, Jets. As a Dolphins fan, I want the Jets to win this game. Never thought I'd say that until last week, when I wanted them to lose to the Broncos. I really don't want them to get Trevor Lawrence, because he's just too good to have to deal with him forever. So, I'd rather not have to play him twice a year and have to go against his team for the division every year. So, I hope they win. I don't think they will. Cardinals, I'm kind of falling down on them for this season. I don't think they'll make the playoffs anymore. But I still am really high on them for the future. And I think that they beat the Jets because the Jets are pathetic. And Sam Darnold isn't even going to play this week. Heath Flacco's going to play, I'm pretty sure. So, yeesh. Eagles, Steelers. I know I said the Steelers are a top 6 team in the league, but Eagles, I still think are the most underrated team in the league. I still do. They're at the top of their division. People are making fun of them for being at the top of the division at 1-2-1. But I still think they'll make the playoffs, okay? They're better than the Cowboys. And Carson Wentz is a top 10 quarterback. I would probably have said top 5 going into the year. Top 10. He's top 10 now. But they don't have anyone healthy at all. But I think that they will get players healthy and start to gain some, people that know what they're doing out there and make things easier on Carson Wentz and the rest of them. Oh, why is there freaking truck? Well, I mean, truck doesn't do justice to what that was. That was big and loud. Anyways, Eagles over the Steelers. Yeah. Yeah, so Rams and the football team. I think the Rams will win because the football team stinks, and yeah, they're benching Dwayne Haskins. Alex Smith still isn't the starter, by the way. It's Kyle Allen. Alex Smith, they'd be dumb to put him on the field. Just, yeah, if he does good, they could trade him for something fairly valuable. Maybe a 4th round pick. But, I wouldn't risk it. He went to Utah. I don't like him. But I'd still rather see him, not get hurt again, because you don't want to see people get hurt no matter who they are, unless you're the one that hurts them in, some sort of a fight. Other times, in sports especially, except, of course, fighting. Anyway, you don't want people to get hurt. But the Rams are much better than them. I don't think many people disagree with that. So Rams over football team. Dolphins, Niners. It's not going to be particularly close. Niners weren't very good against the depleted Eagles team. But again, I think the Eagles are really good. Niners are still a top 5 team in the league, even with their injuries. Maybe 5 or 6. Either them or the Steelers. I've already been over that. But they're better than the Dolphins. They're going to beat the Dolphins. Even though the Dolphins did come pretty close to beating the Seahawks last week. I think Dolphins are a lot better than what a lot of people think. Because look at their schedule. They lost by 10 points to the Patriots week 1. 3 points to the Bills, who were a top 10 team. Absolutely annihilated the Jaguars. Yeah, they're not a very good team, but we crushed them. And then last week, we're was it 8 points to the Seahawks? So, all but week 1 was, well, and week 3, but we won that week. So our other 2 losses were 1 score. And even in the Patriots game, we had a chance for most of the game. Fitzpatrick just threw 3 interceptions that week. And against the Bills, we had 1st and goal on the 1 and went and ended up going 4 downs and not scoring a touchdown. So that, otherwise we would have won, and we would now be winning in the division, right? Because let's see. Well, no, we'd be 2-2 if we beat the Bills that week. Bills would be, I guess, 3-1 now. And Patriots would be 2-2, so we'd be 3rd in the division, fine, which is what we are anyways. But we'd be tied for the lead if tiebreaker. No, we wouldn't. Anyway, I need to stop saying that. We're better than what a lot of people think, but we still aren't very good. Okay, I've been going for 13 minutes, and I wanted to make this short, and we're halfway done. Oh, jeez. Colts, actually, we're a little more than half. Colts, Browns. I picked the Colts to win. I'm almost starting to second guess that now, but I'm gonna stick with it. Colts are looking a little more complete. Rivers is looking a little more comfortable in their offense. Browns had a big win over the Cowboys last week, but I don't think much of the Cowboys. I think the Colts beat the Browns in a close one, though. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns won. Giants, Cowboys. The Giants suck. I think that they'll get the number 1 overall pick, and I'm not just saying that because I hope the Jets don't. I think the Giants will. I think they might win 1 game, the Giants. Same with the Jets, but I think the Giants will get the number 1 pick. And The Cowboys are definitely better than them. I think it's not going to be very close, and the Cowboys, well, I guess still wouldn't take the lead of the division, but, like, you know, will hang in there at only half a game back. Assuming the Eagles win is what I'm saying, which I predicted. Vikings, Seahawks. Seahawks are a top 3 team in the league. They're very good. I think the Vikings are pretty overrated, but they did have a big win last week versus the Texans. But I think the Seahawks beat them. They're a much better team. Chargers, Saints. Well, so I'll just this game might be played in Indianapolis. But I'm just saying that. I think the Saints win, but I do think it's another close one on Monday Night Football for the Saints. I do think they win this one, though, even though the Chargers' defense is really good. So that might completely stop the Saints. I still don't think much of Herbert. He's been better than what I expected, but not very good still, I don't think. People are saying that Dolphins should have drafted him. I don't think so. Tua, I'm lower on Tua too, but he's better than Herbert. Then these 2 games, Bills, Titans, Broncos, Patriots, are up in the air in terms of being played. So I'm picking them in case they do play. I think Bills beat the Titans if they do play. That one's in doubt, I think. So probably not going to be played. Broncos, Patriots, I don't know, but I picked the Patriots. So Bills and Patriots win, I think, if they play their games. So yeah, that is what's that? I can't do math. If we started at 07 and it's 23, 16 minutes, that's about how long, every time, so that's what I say. Every single time, I say I want it to be shorter, but then it doesn't end up being shorter. So I have 2 hours, I think. Maybe. About 2 hours to get this up. It'll probably be up sometime during the game now that I think about it, but yeah. It'll be up today. I really hope and think. Anyway, see you guys next week. Actually, for this series, I think I will have another video up sometime in the next week. Might not. I don't know. Kind of depends on what happens in the NBA Finals. But anyway, so see you guys next video, and bye.